What is going on, everybody? This is your host, RetroDavo, coming to you. And I've got a unpackaging for you today. So, this is a very special product. You've probably seen many other people unbox it. Get my mouse out of here. But, this is a very special device that I've wanted for a while. And it's finally come. It originally did come in a white box, but due to things going on in the world right now, the epidemic, I can't. I had to throw the box away. But yeah, let's open this up and see what it is. So, first off, we have the mini USB cable. I don't know why they did with this revision. They didn't add in USB Type-C, but oh well. But this is important. You can't use this without it. Alright. Get the packaging out of here. Now, I like this. It comes in this little, like, bag. I like that. That's really cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. So in here, we have the RetroTink 2xPro. Now, you might be wondering what is the RetroTink? Just for those of you who know, some of you probably do know. The RetroTink has to do with retro gaming, being able to play it on an HD television. So you can hook up both component and composite through these component inputs on the front, but you can also hook up composite video through these as well, similar to how you can on the Elgato Game Capture HD. How it has the component cables. Well, works pretty much the same way. The green is also the yellow for composite, which will become in super helpful for a lot of older consoles. But what I find really interesting is that not only do you get component and composite here, you also get S-Video, which is a step below component. It's definitely not as good as component, but for a lot of older game consoles like the N64, you really, unless you're wanting to invest like several $100s and get the Ultra 64, which is a built-in mod, I didn't really want to do that because I don't really believe in destroying consoles if you can help it. And to me, you see, here's my stance. I would rather go with something like the RetroTink, or in one case I might go with the Eon Super 64, which literally just puts out S-Video through HDMI so that it looks smooth and crisp, but has a smoothing filter on it. This is similar, and I can get the same results. With all that aside, let's take a look at what the RetroTink 2X can do. So let's try the RetroTink out. I've got my literally PlayStation 1, the PS1, hooked up via composite video, outputted through HDMI through the RetroTink. So, Let's give it a... Open it up. And we're going to be testing using Tarzan for the PlayStation 1. So, let's put her in. And let's play.
Hey, turn!
Let's take a look at some other games. Here's Crash Bandicoot.
What have I got? What have I got? What have I got?
Let's take a look at SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, the original SpongeBob game. First of all, there was an older version that did pretty much everything that this model does, but the reason this is Pro is because some people like to use scan lines. I personally don't, because I think that defeats the whole purpose of attaching them to an HD television. And I'm really interested more in the smoothing aspect of this, which the old one could do, but also there's some differences here. Like, the biggest difference has to be it has a full-on HDMI instead of the mini HDMI on the prior model. And I think that's a great thing. I think it's a really good thing. Mini HDMI can just disappear off the planet as far as I'm concerned. There's hardly anything that uses it. It's just a hindrance and it's annoying. The yellow composite that was on the prior model has been replaced because this green one, it shares, as I mentioned earlier. So like I could hook up a yellow, white, and red cable and I'd be fine. Or I could hook up the component and I'll be fine. I'm really curious about the S-Video because what people don't know about the N64 is it doesn't natively support anything beyond S-Video. It doesn't. It's very, very weird why Nintendo did that. I mean, I get it. Budget. And the only reason that I'm sold on this or the Super 64, not the Ultra 64, the Eon Super 64, is because it natively outputs S-Video and makes it nice on an HD television. I'm sorry, the N64 didn't sell well back in the day. There aren't that many of them in the world today, and I just don't feel like modding it. I don't believe in destroying a system to make it more compatible. I think this is more the right way, and the Eon Super 64 is more the right way, which, if I ever get one, I'll have a review of it. So yeah, that's the RetroTink2xPro. Thanks for joining me on this tiny little unboxing. This is usable with the Elgato 8 Game Capture HD, and I will catch you in another video. Stay safe, everybody.